What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode we started collecting green stars, and in this episode, and probably every episode to come, that's what we're going to be doing. I should probably start to think of like more creative intros for this section of the game. I'll work on it. In the meantime, let's get some more green stars by going to Spin Dig Galaxy, and maybe we can finally dig up the mystery of the green stars, or something. That was like my lame attempt at being cool, but regardless, green star number 1, here we go. Now, something I did forget to mention is that if you listen closely, even in like the opening cinematics to the levels, you might be able to hear the twinkling of a green star. And in fact, you might have actually just seen one. We did pass one. But that is not the green star we are going to collect. In that first little like section there in the opening cinematic, if you did listen carefully, you would have heard that there was a green star over there. And I think that's like the second planet that we go to, so we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to head there ASAP and pick up that green star. It's actually hidden in a very clever spot. I think you guys are going to like this a lot, and yeah, you can very briefly see it as you're flying in, but come down to like this fence area over here, and if we line ourselves up and backflip on top of it, you can just barely see the green star. So let's grab it. Ooh, okay, there we go. I thought for a second there like the opposite side of the gravity was going to pull me down, but thankfully our spin jump saved us, and we got ourselves the first green star. Sweet. Anyway, I was reading the comments on like some of my other videos, and some of you guys were like wondering if I was going to speed up the green stars or something, since they are kind of like repeated content, but by now you guys can tell that no, I'm not speeding this up. They do go by pretty quickly as it is, and even though it might seem kind of boring right now, they are different enough on their own that I think they are worth showing off. Plus, like I said a few episodes ago, I will be having guests on these videos. Like, obviously these first few videos are solo just because I needed some more videos recorded before I go away, but probably in like the next episode or episode after that one, we will have a player 2. And I'll probably like change who the player 2 is every episode or every few episodes. Not really sure yet, but no doubt we will definitely have some repeated guests. And I think having like a second person here will make things more interesting, and hopefully you guys will find it fun and stick around through all this. I really do appreciate like all the support I've gotten thus far. You have like really made this project just that much more fun for me, and I really do appreciate it, guys. Anyways though, back to the game at hand. So this next green star is a little bit later into the level, not too much farther. I think it's on the next planet. And yeah, I guess like if you couldn't find the first green star, drilling through the planet is a surefire way to see it. Obviously I already knew where it was, so did not need to do that. Like, here's the thing. I've actually sort of written down all the locations of the green stars that I'm going to do like per episode. So I go through, practice the levels, find out where they are, and write them down just to sort of help me remember. That way I can easily go and pick them up. If you notice though, there is a shadow right over here on this platform, like behind that Goomba. That is where our next green star actually is. To get this one, you could try to do a triple jump, but I'm pretty sure I can get this by backflipping. So, come on, Luigi, I know you can get this. There we go. I'm not sure, like, why that didn't work the first or second time, but whatever. Third time's the charm, baby. We got ourselves the second green star. Only one more left until we complete this galaxy as well. Pretty neat. And, the third one I think is actually really easy to collect. So, let's not waste too much time. Jump right back into this galaxy and grab it. So, this is kind of embarrassing, but in my notes for this next star, the only thing written down is past first 2D section, which is very, very vague, and, I actually kind of understand what that means, which makes sense. I mean, I should understand what it means, but yeah, I should really work on, like, my description writing, because that's really not all that helpful. And really, I don't even have, all the locations of the green stars for World 1 galaxies written out yet, so we could end up collecting like more green stars than I originally had planned in this video. I hope that really doesn't happen because that could be kind of sketchy. But at least World 1 is nice about it. Like, all the green stars in World 1 are pretty easy to find. They don't really hide them that well. So if we do go past like what I have written down, not a big deal. We'll just sort of like roll with it. So here's the 2D section I was talking about, and yeah, you can hear the green star already. So let's see how accurate my notes are. And, well, there you go. There's the green star. And oh man, I'm not sure if you can avoid hitting that guy or not, but if you can, it makes it a little bit easier to get the star because now you got a triple jump, wall jump, and there you go. I mean, it's really not that hard to pull that jump off, but if you can get that guy to run into you, take the damage, you'll lose the power up, and then you can sort of just like backflip and spin to get that star, rather than do all that triple jump, fancy feet maneuvering that I just did. So there we go, another galaxy done. Well, now we can move on to something a little bit more interesting. These green stars can be tricky to collect, so we're going to head over to Flip Swap Galaxy, and there are 2 green stars here to pick up. And like I said, these ones are a little bit tricky because these are some green stars that if you mess up your jumps, you might end up falling into the abyss in the dark void of space and just getting forever sucked into a black hole as your atoms are split apart one by one over the course of like thousands of years, because that's how science works, right guys? I'm pretty sure I read something about a black hole once when I was back in high school that was similar to that, but then I totally forgot it and just made up whatever I just said back then, so take my word for it, guys. I'm a scientist. I'm just kidding. I'm not nearly smart enough to be a real scientist, although I did quite enjoy science when I was in school, especially like science projects. I once made a rocket out of a soda bottle, some PVC pipe, and water. That was a lot of fun. Got an A on that science project. Anyways, our first green star is actually right over here. You can see the shadow of it on this red platform. So if we can grab it, there we go. Alright, I was kind of worried because if you mess up that backflip and spin and miss the star, 9 times out of 10 you're going to fall into the void of space. So yeah, not cool. So another funny like tidbit information about myself. You know how, like, most kids, when they're young, they want to be, like, a policeman or a firefighter or an astronaut or something like that? When I was little, I wanted to be a lawyer. Like, how lame is that? I guess that would be, like, a pretty cool comment question, though. So, when you guys were young, or even now, like, who really cares? What did you guys want to be or want to be when you grow up? It'll be interesting to see, like, the responses to that. Anyways, while you guys are typing your comments away, we're going to go and get green star number 2, which is slightly farther into the level. And it like requires pretty much the exact same jump to get. I guess they really didn't have like a whole lot to work with in this level because, I mean, if you think about it, this level on its own is pretty minimalistic, so I guess they couldn't really like hide the green stars or put them behind any tricky puzzles or anything like that, so they just tried to like put them in interesting spots that would be somewhat difficult to get to, which isn't really a bad thing. It's just like kind of a weird design choice, I guess you could say. Anyways, though, we're gonna take it a little bit slow through here since we are playing as Luigi, and the last thing I want to do is accidentally fall off one of these platforms, considering I'm used to playing as Mario, but I am slowly getting used to the differences in Luigi's playstyle, so hopefully by the time we get through like World 1, maybe even World 2, I'll be an expert at playing as Luigi, and this won't be as much of an issue for me as it is now. But our next green star, I believe, is in this sort of section. I think it's actually, like close to where this one-up mushroom is. I think it's, yeah, you can see the shadow on like the red thing right over here. So I'm gonna go for it and hopefully we can grab it. There we go, baby. Oh man, I was worried. That one, if you do miss, you can usually like steer yourself over to the blue platforms and get another go at it. But if that chomp hits you, it's pretty dangerous since it can knock you into the void of space and you'll die that way. So yeah, but another galaxy complete. Sweet. Well, I guess there's really only one thing to do, and that's head off to another galaxy. So let's head up and around and head over to fluffy Bluff Galaxy. There are 3 green stars here for us to collect, all of which are pretty close by and pretty easy to get. Here's the thing, levels with the cloud probably have like some of my favorite green stars, since obviously the cloud power-up allows you to go really far out of your way, and the developers knew that, so they totally hid the green stars accordingly. And actually, you saw one there in the opening cutscene, but you should see another one as we're flying into this planet. So, look, right there at the spawn, there is a shadow of a green star, and if we actually switch into first person and look up, well, you can see a star actually right there in front of us, but there's also a star directly above where we spawned. And then that combined with like the star that we saw in the opening cutscene, we already know the location of all 3 green stars, so they're going to be really, really easy to pick up. So, let's focus on the star at hand. Obviously, that first star, pretty high up. There's no way we could normally reach it, so yeah, we do need to grab ourselves this cloud power-up. And let's get rid of this guy just because I do not want to deal with him. But now, we can just work our way upward, and ta-da! Nice and easy first green star. Not too bad. Now we just gotta get the other 2 and see where the wind takes us, because like I said, I really don't have like a set number of stars that I want to collect per video, so I'm kind of just like doing this and keeping an eye on my timer. That way I can sort of see where we're at. And I am trying to like make these videos a little bit shorter than usual, just because obviously I've been recording a lot for this trip that I keep talking about, and this is probably like my last recording session, so I really like want to get a couple of videos out before I go away. And if I make them shorter, obviously they're easier to make and get up in time. So it's not really like I don't want to play more of this game, it's that I'm so crunched for time, I'm forced to like play smaller chunks of the game. So I do apologize if some of the last videos have been shorter than usual. I promise you, once I get back from this trip, or even the videos that I do record on this trip, will probably go back to being their normal length. Anyways, let's grab this second green star. It's right up here, but you know what? Let's kill this guy too, because I do not want him bothering me. Alright, I think this might work. Actually, I might be off just a little bit here, so hopefully I can get myself close enough. And, alright, this is gonna be a little bit tricky, so hopefully I can get this little rebound. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I was a little bit off in, like, my placement there. And I also went above the star, which I didn't really want to do, but, I mean, we got it, so not a big deal. Now, this next green star, I'm actually looking forward to this one because there's a really, really big, like, speedrunning skip that I can do since it's all the way at the end of the level, and I'm excited to show it off. Now, I'm used to doing this trick as Mario. It should be easier as Luigi, but, given the fact that I haven't practiced it as Luigi, can be a little bit dangerous. I'm still gonna try it, so I hope that we get our first try, but if we don't, just know it's because I'm not used to Luigi. And I know that sounds like a really lame excuse, but, I think we should be able to do it. Like, I'm confident in my skill, and, Luigi does technically jump farther and higher, so if anything, this trick should be a bit easier. But there is, like, one really precise, jump that I need to make right here at the start. So, I'm gonna try and teach you how to do this. Grab the cloud power-up, and now stand right at the edge here, do a backflip, and only use one cloud because now you need to sort of get on top of this tree. There we go, alright, without using another one of your cloud, because you want to have 2 of them, one to make the jump, and maybe the second one has like a safety cloud. But now, just long jump over here, and ride it, man. And then when you think you're about to fall, make another cloud, and long jump again. And this is why you bring the extra cloud for safety. But yeah, if you do it right, you won't even need the second cloud. And you can skip pretty much like everything in between. And we're already on like the last section of this level. So it's a pretty big skip. Very easy to do as well. So if you practice it, I would recommend doing it whenever you can. It saves you a lot of time in this level. And it's definitely going to make getting this green star a lot faster, because it's pretty much right up there on top of that little tiny volcano looking mountain in the background. off to the left of where the chimp was. And hello, Captain Toad. I don't really want to talk to you. I mean, I already know what you're gonna say. I talked to you the first time I was here, like, way back when. Alright, so, I should be able to get this with the amount of clouds that I have. Let's just, not do that. I want to jump forward. There we go. And hello, Green Star. You are mine. Ta-da! Very easy. I'm glad that I got to pull off that trick and show that off as well as get that on my first try too, because yeah, I mean, that could lead to some dangerous situations if you don't know what you're doing. There is like a backup strat you can do to get on top of that tree. You just gotta like do a triple jump from the bridge platform, and then you can make one cloud to get on the tree. Anyways, though, I think that's a good place to end off this video, so if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.